EA backpedals hard on microtransactions, the Russians use video game footage to lie about the US involvement with ISIS, and Rampage is getting a movie. I am Ninja Noxai, and this is Ninja News. First on the block today, as I have previously stated, EA backpedals hard on microtransactions and unlocks in the games due to user backlash. With massive backlash from users on Reddit citing one of the largest downvoted comments in website's history, EA has responded to criticism by dropping all unlocks in the game by 75% and removing microtransactions from the game for now. Users took issue with the unlocks, estimating that it would take them nearly 40 in-game hours to unlock the highest tier heroes, as well as stating that the game has become very pay-to-win, as it was simpler to pay with real money than to just play the game for this. EA responded with the statement saying, with the feedback from the beta, unlocks would feel more of an earned reward than a simple unlock, which led to the massively downvoted comment. No further statement has been made from EA in regards to the microtransactions returning, but users are hoping that the microtransactions are gone for good. My thoughts on this. So, EA, you responded correctly. This is probably the smartest move you could have actually done for this. They took it upon themselves to change after the game received such feedback, and people who play the game have stated it feels better without microtransactions. Nonetheless, it shouldn't have taken this kind of backlash to actually get the microtransactions removed in the first place. It's also not really required. I myself have actually played the game, and I do feel underprepared, but that's just more the fact that I didn't play too much into the multiplayer as such, unlike everybody else who got it straight away. I'd feel even more underprepared if it came to the fact that I was in the game and everybody else just bought their way up to the higher levels and they got all their unlocks already, and I'd just be like woefully underleveled. So all in all, good for them doing the right thing about feedback. I hope so hell that they just leave the microtransactions out of it altogether. Next news point, Russia uses screenshots from a video game to allege US support for ISIS in the Middle East. In a post released by the Russian Ministry for Defense, the Facebook page that they posted this onto alleged that the US was supporting ISIS fighters in Syria with aerial screenshots. Upon closer inspection, the screenshots had come from a promotional video for the mobile video game AC-130 Gunship Simulator Special Ops Squadron. Clear evidence is shown in the top right hand corner of the screenshot, stating that this was development footage and the game is a work in progress. No further information has come from the Russian page in regards to this statement. My thoughts on this isn't the first time this has happened. There's been numerous cases in the past where people have taken screenshots from video games and said, oh, this is actually happening. No, it's actually come from a video game. Yes, there will be points where some news releases have images that look like they could have been from a video game, but don't always believe that they're real life. So, my conclusion to this, don't get riled up straight away. Do a bit of digging if you think something feels sus and suspect, and that could actually be 100% lies. Last news point, the game Rampage is getting a movie adaptation. Based on the game from the 1986, the game is set in modern day and will star Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The synopsis for the movie is that an extraterrestrial item or items landing throughout America are manipulating DNA on the animals and making them gigantic. The movie is slated to be hitting the cinemas April 20th next year. My thoughts on this? Better statement is why. You don't really need to pander to nostalgia that much that you go digging back in time to something that had no story whatsoever and say, we're going to create a story and make it so that way people can actually get nostalgia boosts and stuff and say, hey, I played this game and it's great to see it come to cinemas. I have no real high hopes for this because the trailer did look very slapdash and everything, like all other video game movies that have come out recently. So it could prove me wrong, but I really doubt that it will prove me wrong. That's it for Ninja News this week. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any news points that you'd like me to discuss in next week's video, please post them below and I will try and fit them into Ninja News next week. In the meantime, I hope you all have a good week and I'll catch you next time.